This is gonna be for when you feel like you are giving up, or when you feel stuck, or when you feel like there's no light end of the tunnel, or something along the line. You need to think, or you need to understand this. Why did you start in the first place? You need to go deeper into your heart and understand that there was a reason you started that thing, and you're here because of that fire. And don't alter your path, or don't get distracted from your path just because someone else is already at the goal or destination you want to go. No, don't let that distract you. Don't let anyone else's dreams or aspiration hinder yours. You have to focus on yourself, focus on your dreams, and let that be the fuel of growth. I know there's a lot of possibility of you not, of the work not ending up to what you have in mind, right? And in that stage, you have to go and look into your heart and then understand that these situation is really crucial, because they tend to teach you a sort of lesson. But if you don't take the feedback from these things, how in the world are you gonna better yourself? Because it's not just about reaching to the goal, it's about actually reflecting on yourself, reflecting on the work you have done and what mistakes you made. People tend to think the mistakes are bad in any way. I don't think that's the case. I think mistakes is the most beautiful thing. One thing is really interesting, because in the market, people tend to dethrone people that are making mistakes. Why? Let them make mistakes. And there's so much negativity, there's so much hate in the industry, that anything that you do is going to disturb anyone else. That is for sure. That is for sure, that there's gonna be somebody who is gonna be disturbed by your actions, even if you're trying to do good. And then you have to understand that those reactions don't make you, those reactions don't actually give you any sort of growth perspectives. And then you have to analyze yourself and focus on yourself. Just leave that hate and negativity to the side and just focus on yourself, because these hate and negative perspectives, they don't come from a healthy place. They come from personal beliefs, personal experiences and stuff like that. You might not even get to that stage of experiences, but someone is giving you their opinions just because they have experienced it. So stop for a second and then look at the person who is saying those things. If the person is what you want to be, and then go on and maybe take some advice from it. If you don't want to be that person, if you don't want to end up in that stage, you have to, in that case, ignore the advice, because most of the time it tends to be coming out of hate. There's no growth mindset in any form of hate. And then this is kind of the heartful, or it's kind of the disturbing situation where you are focusing on your goals, but these goals have been visualized in your head, but they haven't just caught up in the reality. They haven't just been visualized in the reality as such, but you know they are going to come, because you have worked on it and you've done everything that is on point and everything is on stage. But the reality hasn't caught up with that. In that situation, you have to understand that there's gonna be people and there's gonna be situations where your goals or your visualization are going to be challenged, and how strong or how courageous you're gonna be in that situation is going to determine whether you truly want it or not, because that's the make or break. Because those situations actually give you either the fuel to go further or they empty the tank. So you and your mindset, that's why this thing is the most important aspect of anything. Yeah, you need to learn the fundamentals of planning, you need to learn fundamental of communication, you need to learn different skill sets. But from all these things, the number one thing is this: saying no to things when you know those things don't align with your mental model is another such example. You can only say no to things when you have your mental model right. When you know, okay, if I do this thing, that is definitely going to give me pleasure, but at the same time, it's going to throw me away for a long period of time. That period could be a day to a week. When you are on a path to success, those days count. Each day that goes by was a missed day for the opportunity. Each day, if you don't do 101%, don't leave things for the next day. Try to do 101% on the same fucking day, because if you focus on the same day and try to maximize your work in that day, and you're winning on that day, each day is going to add up. It's cumulative. Everything in this world you do is cumulative, because there's no such thing as one day success. It's a period of successes that account to that success. You need to win every single day in order to win the whole year. And there's gonna be days where you don't really want to do that, because there's gonna be days you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be facing challenges, and those are the days where actually things count. Because a good day, anyone can work hard on a good day, anyone can work exceptionally well on a good day, but not everyone can work good and exceptionally hard on stressful days, hard days, or difficult days. The days where there's no light, where there is no output of your actions, those are the days where 99% people stop. And that is where you need to focus. That is where you need to put in the effort. And there's not going to be everyone that is watching this that is going to be able to do it, because it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. The success is not for everyone. And at the same time, those people define the success in a different way. You know, in this life, one thing is guaranteed: whatever you think is going to come true if you put efforts to it. And it could be a low bar or a high bar. And most people tend to settle for low bar. If you have the courage to dream for a high bar, don't ever stop and settle for low bar or something less than you actually dreamed of. If you dreamed of something big, then don't settle for something less. Don't. Good old saying, die trying or be successful, right? That saying is, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get anything. It means don't settle for something that you don't want it in the first place. So you have to go back and look, why did you start? Why did you want it? And what sacrifices you made? And once you analyze that, why you started, you're gonna understand that everything that comes in the way is nothing compared to why you started that. If the why is strong enough, nothing can come in the way of your path, of your success. Nothing. It's that simple. Nobody. Alright. I hope you have a good one and keep focusing on this same path. Don't let anything distract you. Don't let anything entertain you into doing something stupid, into doing something that is meaningless to your path, to your goal. Just keep focusing on your direction, and your world that you dreamed of is gonna come to reality. It's that simple. Have a good one.